People are telling me, what did you do? Somebody say you're going to go to jail 20 years. They're going to lock you up. What did I do? They've already printed all my account statement, everything, put it on the table. Explain this.
What I see in this case is greediness and selfishness among two brothers. So welcome back to my channel, your boy, Rudeboy Update. And if this is your first time on this channel, don't hesitate to smash the subscribe button. Turn on post notification bell icon, like this video and share it to all your social media platforms. Thank you. On today's update, we're actually going to be talking about the fight amongst Peter and Paul of Psquare. You know, a lot of things has been said, so many rumors have been said. Do you know these people have been separated for long before you even heard that they have separated? Gistlover actually revealed it some months ago that there is fire on the mountain. The house of Peter and Paul is on fire, that there is so many things going on in that house. And she actually went ahead to reveal so many things that has been happening, talking about the arrest, talking about so many things, how they sent themselves to court, how JUDE Okoye was trying to, make sure the both of them reconcile. So as it stands now, no one can tell Peter and Paul of Psquare to come back, because they have made up their mind. Yes, it is obvious they have made up their mind. And you can see Paul during an interview speaking about what happened. And I cannot believe him. There is no way I can believe that, because Peter has been mute ever since that separation. Peter has never come out to speak or to say anything that caused this disagreement amongst them.
Now, this thing was happening like December last year.
Wow.
And what happened this year? I was invited by the EFCC. A repetition against me and my other brother. And I did not expect, I never thought it would come to this part. I thought it was just music thing. Then next thing, people are telling me, what did you do? Somebody say you're going to go to jail 20 years. They're going to lock you up. What did I do? Okay, I got there. Okay, what is it? They told me everything. They've already printed all my account statement, everything, put it on the table. Explain this. First of all, what entered my mind? What if I was a bad person? I'm even doing one dubious like a Yahoo boy. I saw this guy don't just finish me.
Like I said, the quarrel this time among Peter and Paul is very serious, and it's not going to end anytime soon. It is even involving EFCC, involving court, involving so many things. And Peter had to arrest his brother Paul because of this. So the money in contention is from the royalties from their music since 2007 till date. And according to report, Psquare, Peter and Paul owns Northside Music Entertainment, and the money that was made in that Northside Entertainment is being moved from the account of Northside Entertainment to their eldest brother account, JUDE Okoye. And the signatory of that account is the elder brother's wife, which is Ifoma, and her name is there. So this is to tell you that something is fishy, and Peter, noticed that something is fishy among JUDE and his twin brother Paul. So he decided to involve the EFCC. Somebody said that some record label was demanding to buy Psquare music because Psquare are trying to resign in their music career. So we should not start judging until Peter comes out to talk, because we have to listen to Peter's own side of the story before we start to apportion blames to anyone. Because as it stands now, and I think these people are trying to rip Peter off, and Peter is not actually going to come and watch them do that.
They started investigation. I was there. That was the kind of question I started asking myself. I wasn't comfortable with them. I said, what is this? Then, when I knew it was a bit kind of serious, was when I said, you have to get the shorty, you have to get the lawyer, you have to get this. I said, what?
Whoa. So Peter is still mute concerning the whole case, and I think he is fighting on the ground to make sure what belongs to him rightfully gets to him, because he has suffered with Paul to make sure they grow to become who they are today. So I think it is very bad if Paul is really attaching himself with JUDE to rip Peter off of the blessings coming because of their hard work. So right now, Peter has come out to say that Paul has been, restricting his children from seeing him, from talking to him. And since how many years now, he has not spoken with Paul's children. And that is very bad. Has it gotten to this extent? So why are we trying to make them come back? So long they first came back and separated, there is no amount of begging, there is no amount of anything that you try to make Psquare come back. Just let them go their separate ways. Since it is involving money and they don't have any way to settle it, we should let them be. The only thing that can bring peace and unity among Psquare is when they have no third party, and it's when they love to love each other as brothers. That is the only way unity can come in. Because if they start doing like this, I'm gonna forget about unity. Let's just forget about unity.
Okay, I did everything.
Whoa.
Then what then happened? 1 month ago, they called me, they called him, they called other brother. Say, first of all, we have to say that after all investigation, Paul is innocent first, and Paul is cleared. Everything you accuse him of, we've done an investigation now. And what was this thing? It's a lifestyle. I've worked so hard. I'm a very good business person. I save.
Not until Peter speaks, I am not going to believe anything yet. First of all, people were saying it was because of their wives. It was because of so many things that led to their separation. People were, throwing insults, calling out Peter's wife, calling out Paul's wife. After that, Paul of Psquare broke up with his wife, like the divorce. And now look at the argument, the conflict, the enmity is still going on among Peter and Paul. So all then cause it. So let's forget about these people's wives. Let's concentrate on them. They are the main problem of this whole separation. They are the main problem. And for the Peter, I think Peter is actually, trying to make people see the fault of Rudeboy and JUDE Okoye. But we are not seeing it because JUDE Okoye and Rudeboy actually, meshed together to fight against Peter. This is what I'm saying here. In this case, I see two persons against one. That two persons is JUDE and Rudeboy against Peter. So there is no way Peter is going to overpower them. Instead, he just have to, back down, or just have to, detach himself from them. That is the only way he can move forward, because from the look of things and from what I've seen online, it seems that Rudeboy and JUDE are trying to rip Peter off. And Peter is actually not denying that fact. I see no reason why Paul will be so close to the brother JUDE than close to his own twin brother Peter. And this is the reason why everything is going the way it seems. They are not sharing the money evenly, like one side is taking the larger portion. Meanwhile, the both of them are musicians. They claim that Peter doesn't know how to sing. Peter is not contributing as much as Paul. Psquare are not supposed to be talking about separation by now. These guys have fought together. These guys have struggled together. These guys have hustled together to make sure they succeed. And now their name is everywhere. Their music is everywhere. There is no one that will come out and say he or she doesn't know Psquare. Psquare is everywhere. And now they are separating, and now it's time for them to start quarreling, start destroying everything they have worked so hard to create back then. Now they are destroying everything. Like so many companies have withdrawn their contract with them. I don't really know what is happening, but these guys should avoid third parties if they want to be together, if they want to succeed as Psquare. Because right now, if there is third party, I don't think these people will ever succeed. And I don't think this separation will ever end. So I want you guys to listen to what Paul Okoye said in this interview. He said something and explained his own side of the story, but Peter has been mute. We have not heard about Peter's own side of the story. So I think I will not take side until I hear about what Peter has to say.
This person has saved. So there's a difference between when you want to pay somebody and say, okay, he wants to buy this thing. How much? 200K? Take blank check. But what about I know they buy? Put that from this my account. All of a sudden, he went back to claim something and took us to almost 2006, 7. Then only for me to be excited, me explain how You have 200, they gave you 200,000, did not give him. And then they start tracing it to where he bought the vehicle.
You know one thing about anger? Anger is one thing that destroys so many things. You know, as a human on earth, you don't need to get angry uncontrollable. You should learn how to control your anger. Like, I want to say, Psquare shouldn't have splitted at first. This separation really caused so many things, and it gives rooms for more separation. So this time around that Psquare are not together, I think there is no way they can come back. Because the first time they came back, it wasn't been long, they separated again. The separation has been lasting now for 2 years, unknowingly to their fans. And you expect them to come back this time? So if you are the fans, I just advise you to back off and let them be. Let them be and let them manage their life as it is. Since the both of them really prefer money than their relationship, since they prefer money to unity, prefer money to relationship, let them be. Let them be. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. We've come to the end of this update. See you guys on our next update. Have a wonderful time and goodbye.